Nerd Lag Game Club.
Welcome to the Nerd Lag Game Club podcast, the podcast where we play games instead of reading books. I'm Corey, and I'm joined by three party members today. Lauren.
Hey.
Tonsa.
Hola.
And Danboy.
Hello.
In this episode of the Game Club, we're using alternative ways to exterminate spiders in Kill It With Fire. Kill It With Fire was released on August 13th, 2020, and was developed by Casey Donnellan Games LLC, and published by tinyBuild. tinyBuild has published other games such as Tinykin, which is an awesome game, so go check that out, and the Hello Neighbor series. Before we get any further into Kill It With Fire, I want to give a spoiler warning, and I would recommend playing this before listening to the episode. This was our short game for the month of May, and I'm going to give a brief summary of the story for Kill It With Fire. This game has no story whatsoever, other than you go from level to level and kill a bunch of spiders, unlock new things to use to kill said spiders, and just do small objectives along the way. I don't know who our character is. I don't know if we're a guy or a woman. I don't know where we are. We're just there.
Killing it with fire.
Me? I am?
Yeah. It's your point of view, man.
Nah, you gotta give me something. Why am I there?
Because the spiders.
Because the spiders.
Yes.
All right, but that, I mean, unless you have something to add to the story, that's kind of how it is. You just go around, kill spiders. There's not really much to it outside of that. Each episode, we break up the main points of the game between us, and starting with gameplay and mechanics, Tonsa is going to tell us all about them for Kill It With Fire.
It basically almost controls like every other FPS in a way. You're just killing spiders with a bunch of miscellaneous weapons like a vacuum cleaner, frying pan, RPG, you know, the stuff you have around your house. You can hit E and interactive objects, spin them, inspect the back for spiders. Most of the time I just threw Molotov cocktails or used the drone buddy to blow them up.
Or the flamethrower.
Flamethrower. Yeah, I mean, majority of the game is just your basic, you know, shoot.
No, it's not. It's not basic. Nobody walks around shoots spider with a revolver. That's like the first item you get. Other than
But
like,
the game,
They might.
yeah. But gameplay-wise, it's your standard. You move around. You eventually upgrades or get upgrades like sprint. Your bullets have a chance to catch things on fire. You also have the handy-dandy spider finder or tracker, whatever it's called. And you can upgrade that along to show where all your enemies are and what kinds.
and it will show you hidden items if you upgrade it enough.
I didn't get that far. Well, I didn't upgrade it enough.
Yeah,
Or find the upgrades.
there's like
You
that.
get to find the upgrades.
Yeah, if you find that one, it like makes there's like a little question mark in the bottom right corner that blinks when you're near something. That's pretty much it. I mean, you run around. You're confined to like a level in a way. Like each mission confines you to like a specific area.
House,
So-
office space, gas station,
Yeah.
Japanese Zen garden.
I like that one. The outside of the house.
Yeah, my favorite gameplay mechanic is mowing the lawn.
I'll
Such
talk
a
about
weird
that. All right, so let's move on to art design. Lauren is going to give us the art design and any information about art for Kill It With Fire.
The art reminds me of a typical VR game. Honestly, I'd be surprised if you couldn't play this in VR because it's first person. The only articles I've seen describing the art, they described it as cubic PS2 era looking. It's pretty simple. I mean, there's not a ton to say about it. They do some interesting things, like the spiders end up different colors based on what kinds of spiders they are. I think it's, what is it, the red ones or the exploding ones? The yellow ones shoot webs at you. Just stuff like that. there wasn't really many people who worked on the art. There was only 3 people I could find credited. 2 of them aren't credited on any other games besides this one. So there was only one person that had any other ones, and their name was Brian Leon. They were just credited with additional art, so I'm not too sure which portions he did. But the other games he was credited with are NHL 2K games, Prey, and Wizard 101, which is a VR game. So
Such a
that's,
weird assortment.
yeah, I completely agree. It was super random. I think there was one like MLB game, but I don't know which one it was that they worked on too. Yeah, that's all I really have. I mean, it's pretty simple art wise. All the other articles I seen were kind of harsh on it. I think they're like, "Oh, this has nothing, this and that." Like, it looks fine for what it is. Yeah, they just didn't go out of their way to like focus on the art being like the big thing. That's all.
Yeah, most things in it are very simple, but you can
Yeah.
always tell what it is.
Oh yeah, it looks fine. There's nothing where I was like, "Wow, what is that? What's that supposed to be?" Like you could tell what they are. It's just
That shit looks like ass.
yeah, that's exactly what happened for the whole game.
All right. Well, anything else for art, guys?
I do see the PS like the PlayStation early PlayStation graphics. It's that polygon like
Yeah.
resolution, especially with the fire. You could definitely tell.
Oh yeah, yeah. Is this a Unity game? Do you know? Was this made in Unity?
I didn't look. I'm not
Mm.
sure.
All right. Let's move on to sound and music. Dan, how about you tell us about the sound design and music for Kill It With Fire?
So I'll be honest, I don't really have much to say about this. Good old music was composed by a Trevor Whitaker Black, who went to schooling for music technology. He's worked on a couple of things. Worked on like one game and then like 2 movies or 3 movies. Netflix show. That's about it. Which the music and sounds in this game, they're just kind of there. They're nothing like super impressive or anything. It's just there.
I would
I would
agree.
probably agree with that. The sound effects look good, or sound good.
Yep, they look good.
They do look good. But the music's just sort of so you're not in silence.
Yeah.
I did like when the spiders are on the hunt. It changes the sounds, which is nice. It makes you know, like, oh, they're out walking around because it makes that almost like suspenseful sound. But besides that, I would agree. I don't think there was really much there.
That's true. And then you have like
Yeah.
that weird music that plays when you're doing the radio challenges.
Yeah, where
It's
it
like
picks up.
heavy metal, like attempt at
It's like
that
the
anyways.
Slayer. Yeah, it's like a Slayer. Like I don't
Yeah,
know. When I
Music.
played this game, I got these guys playing Call of Duty Mobile, talking about how good they were.
Oh, yeah, good times.
I was just in Discord, and they're like bragging about it. It was pretty funny.
But yeah, good times. Anyways.
Is that all you got, Dan?
But yeah, that's it. Like I said, there's not a whole lot to say about the music and stuff.
Yeah, I think we'll open up the floor and we can talk about anything that made an impact for us or anything we just want to discuss. But for the most part, there's not a whole lot of substance in the aspect of like something you discuss. It's literally just killing spiders with like alternative ways. Like tons of mentioned like an RPG, and like we talked about the flamethrower. At one point, you can use a weed whacker.
C4,
Yeah, a frying pan.
a drone.
Hair
Yeah, it's just. I mean, the
fire.
game is just killing spiders.
Yeah.
There is sound, and I don't think the sound's bad. It just doesn't really stand out in a game like this, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Everything, explosions sound like explosions.
Did anyone want to open the floor up and talk about anything that made an impact for them?
Does everybody have like a favorite level?
I really like the Zen Garden. But I like the convenience store because you
That's
blow it up.
That's my favorite one. Yeah, that's my favorite one. It had like the most to it. I felt like you had the little challenge of ringing stuff up and trying to get the like points. Like you throw trash in the back. I don't know. It just felt like good.
I like how you could get up
Felt
on
like working
the...
a 9 to 5, you know.
If that's all, wait, is the killing spiders the 9 to 5?
No, ringing stuff up, throwing trash into the dumpster.
Yeah, working the graveyard shift.
Tonsa's
Yeah.
dream job.
Yep.
Yeah, blowing it up afterwards. Okay,
Yeah,
fuck
there
this
you
place. I ain't
Yeah.
cleaning this shit up.
I'm gonna shoot this propane tank in the back. Well, it's like a...
It's a big
like a
old
big
gas
old
tank.
gas tank. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get on the shipment containers back there
Mm.
and like jump around. There's not really anything up there, but that's kind of neat.
Yeah, I just felt like this one had a lot more to it
You can
than
blow
the
up
other maps.
You could blow up the gas pumps too.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's just a lot of chaos and destruction. But I do really like the Zen Garden as well. Like, I think that's done in a cool way. You can burn all the shrubbery away.
That's what I did.
Nope.
And
I did try to
open-
throw the puzzle pieces, and then I lost one because I threw it out of the map.
Nice.
Yeah.
But if you burn the hedges, it actually opens up
Like secret passages.
yeah, like shortcuts to get from area to area on that
Yeah.
level. Lauren, did you have a favorite level?
Cute.
I think so. I liked that last level. Just
Same.
because you get the flamethrower and then you get to go and burn everything. Or I think it might be, I don't know if it was the office one or if it was a different one, but I used the fire a lot because it would make me laugh when I would use it on like a desk, for instance. And then you would see the splatters from inside the drawers, and multiple spiders were dying because they were burning in there.
Yeah, that's why I started using like C4 and stuff.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that was pretty satisfying. But I
Using,
wouldn't
like-
say I had any crazy, like, oh, that was my favorite.
Yeah, I like the office building. I like that the one objective is to burn all the like the computer towers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, causing all this like chaos. Everyone's gonna lose all their data.
Yeah,
reason.
it's totally not backed up to a server because I didn't see one in there.
Oh, we blew up the server.
Oh,
I
was there a
didn't.
server? I didn't blow it up.
Yeah, you put all the flash drives in.
Yeah.
Uh,
it's like in a-
Oh, you know what? You're
server.
right. You're right. There was a server in there. I do remember seeing it now.
That's
but
also
I think I tried to burn it or something.
that's also the level that introduces the radioactive spiders that can like make zombie
Yeah,
spiders.
Zombie ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was weird.
Mhm.
I also like that you could blow up all the toilets.
Yeah, I did.
I think I
burn
did that
all
without
of it.
like I just was smashing them anyway.
Yeah, yep, me too. And then it was like, oh, objective or whatever, and I was like, oh, I was just breaking stuff.
Yeah, I was already in the process of doing shit.
Yeah.
But the drones are kind of interesting because they're like war drones where they explode.
Yeah,
It's like, why? Well, who has?
I like that.
these?
Yeah, it has like the infrared, like only spots like spiders. I'm like, you just go crash them. It was pretty fun.
I think another level I really like is the level that you start in the kitchen and then you end up in the garage, like inside of the house.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like it because it's like, oh, do the dishes, and then you just toss C4 into the dishwasher and you just blow up all the dishes, and it's like objective complete.
Yeah, that's basically what I was doing. I was just throwing them in everything.
And then you get to put the tools back on like the wall as an objective. So overall, pretty good level. I like that one. That lawnmower on that one level, like the
So
outside
broken.
of the house, it's so hard to control.
Yeah, mine got locked up, and I couldn't figure out how to get off of it. And
Nice.
then I finally got off of it, and then I was like, I ain't mowing this lawn. I want to mow my real lawn.
I do like the like cheese curds that you can use to change spiders into other spiders, or you can change a spider to help you and they become like red and blue like Spider-Man.
That was a thing.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
lay those like
Huh.
cheese ball things down.
I used them as like what's it called, bait to lure them out, and then I would kill them as soon as
Then
they
you throw
came out.
C4.
Yeah.
Or you
I would,
drop
like,
the
shoot
anvil
them
on
in-
them.
Nah,
Yeah.
my anvil was broken. It wouldn't let me pick it up. But I think it's because I threw it.
You had to
First.
use the balloons.
Oh, that's probably why.
Yeah, you had to attach 2 balloons to it so it'd come up off the
Yeah.
ground. And then you'd lure the spider underneath, and then you'd shoot the balloons, and it would fall and smash it.
Yeah, see, the worst part is I put balloons on it and then just shot them, and I was like, why can't I move this? Because I like floated the wheelbarrow in there, or whatever was next to the anvil as well.
I mean, that's pretty much what this game is. Just a bunch of goofy,
Yeah,
Objectives.
yeah, and just different areas. Dan, did you say you had a favorite level?
I mean, I kind of liked the last level because it was so out of place. Kind of felt like a puzzle.
it did. Out of all the level, you had to put in the codes
Yeah.
and
you
find
gotta
those.
like the secret button to get into the back
You also
bomb
got
shelter thing.
what Adam refers to as battlefield. It's just
Yeah,
flare guns.
Flare gun.
What is such a weird weapon.
I liked it.
After you finished that final level, did you guys finish the challenge or did you fail the challenge? Because either way, I think it triggers the final cutscene.
I failed. They were
Oh,
like, I feel like they never spawned fast enough.
Oh no, I passed it. I had like 35 out of the 30 kills I needed. But that's because I literally just sat there with the flamethrower, just flaming all the doorways.
Oh, that probably makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I failed. I didn't kill enough. And then it just still triggers the nuke. And then
Yeah.
everything goes bye-bye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bye.
Did any of you guys do enough the boombox challenges for the last level?
Well, I got the last level, and I could unlock the other office, and that was about it. I don't think I had enough to activate the sound system, like out in the parking lot, street.
Well, there's 2 rooms that you could have unlocked.
Well, the other room I didn't have enough either, so I don't know
Yeah.
how many you're supposed to have.
I don't know.
But that just
think
leads
like
to the
8,
secret
right?
ending.
Yeah, which I have no idea what it even is.
Did you do enough to start the sound system?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so if you do all the boom boxes, you can start the sound system, and you have like a spider apocalypse, and you have to kill like, I think it's like 45 spiders in like a certain amount of time. If you kill them all and you're successful, then a big old alien spaceship comes in, and you walk into the light, and it takes you up there, and then that's the other ending.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't really like it either. It seems unnecessary. But who am I to judge, you know? Maybe I just don't understand the
Art.
direction.
Yeah, maybe you don't understand art.
Yeah.
Yep. Maybe not. I don't know. Did
Art
you
and
guys-
his explosion.
I know we mentioned it, but do you have like an all-time favorite weapon? Like something you used constantly?
Like
I used a
clipboard.
frying pan a lot.
I did use the frying pan quite a bit.
I used the hairspray with a lighter.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I didn't really use the guns at all.
I hated it.
The revolver was
I
hard
can't
to
aim a
aim.
gun, so.
The shotgun's not too bad. The rifle, like the assault rifle,
Never
you
got
might
the
as well
rifle.
just not use it.
Yeah, I didn't get it either. I couldn't get my achievement for 360 no scope. That's the whole reason I even picked this game.
And then you get like an RPG. That's just an explosion. That's pretty easy to use. But yeah, I would say the frying pan, the hairspray, I used a lot, and the Molotovs. That's probably my 3 that I used the most often.
I'm trying to think of like 3. I used the clipboard probably more than I should have ever used the clipboard. But it did work, man. I'm like trying to figure out what I gotta do and see stuff, and it's just like, all right, whack, 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 whack.
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 It was very therapeutic.
What about you, Lauren? Did you have a top 3 items?
I use the frying pan a lot, the hairspray one, and probably a toss up between the Molotovs and the one of the guns I actually used quite a bit. Not the shotgun, not the first gun you get, but the third gun.
Oh, like the silence pistol?
Yeah, I use that one a lot.
Oh yeah,
I was
forgot
actually
that was a
pretty
thing.
freaking good with it. I was pretty accurate.
Lauren's the best over here for aiming. Oh,
Well, she
man.
played on
Yeah,
the Switch. I mean, I think she had an advantage.
I did play on the Switch, that's right.
Dan, did you have your top 3? Did you already say it?
I don't think I even had a top 3. I think I only used like the frying pan and the
You
hairspray.
Okay. I was
Just
like, there's no way
For
you
the most
only
part,
used...
man.
For the most part, yeah, but I was like, there's no way you just use the frying pan.
Yep, just the frying
Yeah, I
pan.
tried to like as much as I could.
Frying
It's like
pan
if they
only.
were like on a rock and the rock like face down like towards
You
the
just-
ground. If I threw like a Molotov or like used the hairspray, it wouldn't kill them because the rock would protect them, and so I'd have to
Mhm.
fucking pick it up, throw it, start beating the fuck out of them with the frying pan. It just it was stupid. I hated it.
That's why I
So
started
then I'd
using
start
like
just using the frying pan and just hitting the rock until it flipped over.
I used the C4 and then the drone quite a bit for like the rock ones. Because you just be like, oh, what's up, buddy? I see you guys are all in this like square hiding in these rocks, and you just kill them.
Or what I started doing, I started using like the Molotovs and like catching like a spot on fire, and then I'd go around with the vacuum and pick everything up and then spit everything into the fire.
Yeah, I did that one level. The vacuum was an
Yeah.
underrated weapon.
It's kind of just given
Yeah.
to you randomly, but then like you don't really need to use it.
It also doesn't kill if you shoot them out, like unless you shoot them at something.
Yeah, it's like, oh, here you
Yeah.
go. You can have this. That's all I really got. I know, like, we usually go a little further into these games, but
But there's not really much to say about this game.
yeah.
It is just killing it with fire.
How
yeah. Or-
long did it take you guys to complete the game?
Oh, I probably took like 20 hours.
Mine was 4 hours and 48 minutes. Or 58 minutes. I might have typed that wrong. One of those two.
I was 2 hours and 26 minutes.
If I guesstimated, because I don't have my Switch, 4 or 5 hours, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I mean, I did mine over like 2 streams.
I had a good old 1 hour and 22 minutes.
Damn, speedrunner over here.
Dude literally did nothing else. He just killed the spiders.
Yeah,
moved
he
on.
killed the spiders and moved. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like this is wrong. I feel like it took me so much more time than this, but whatever, I guess.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about, or you want to move into the second half of the episode?
We can move
Move
into the
on.
second half.
All right. So each episode, we go around and find out if we would recommend the game and why or why not. So starting with Lauren, would you recommend this game and why or why not?
I don't know how expensive it normally is, so
$15.99.
Too much.
$15.99 is way too much. I paid like a couple dollars for it on the Switch on sale, and I think that's fine. Or playing it on Game Pass is fine. But if you were paying full price, I think it's not worth the money. Personally, I just think there's not much to it when it comes to that.
So you'd recommend it if it's cheap or included
Yeah.
in subscription service?
Yeah, but if it's full price, then no, I couldn't. It's just there's not enough there for the price.
Dan?
Yeah, I kind of agree with Lauren. Like, I don't know. It kind of feels like there's not really much there. Like, there's not much of a story. It's just kind of the same thing over and over and over and over again. So it's like, I don't know.
Never.
But I mean, if you're looking for something to just kill the time and you have like Game Pass, I guess I'd be fine. Kind of kill like an hour of your time. Probably longer if you try to do like everything, unlike me.
Yeah, like Speed Demon.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a
Yeah,
bunch of
Speed
challenges and stuff you can go back into.
Yeah.
Yeah, Speedrunner Dan.
Yeah.
What about you, Tonsa?
I say buy it on sale, but I actually think this would be better as a VR title. Like, I just seen
Yeah.
that they've just released the VR one in April. It's for the same price with more. It looks like to be more stuff. I think 15 is worth it for VR. I think probably like under 10 is worth it for normal. So yeah, it's good. I mean, if you want to kill some time, like everybody says, is you just kill spiders. If you're cool, have a hatred for spiders, go murder them with frying pans, vacuums, C4, rocket launchers,
Yeah, stuff
a
just like around the
lawnmower.
house.
Yeah, you could throw books at them. You could throw
Phobia, you
paint.
probably shouldn't play it.
Yeah.
I think I'm in the same realm too. Full price, too much. VR seems kind of cool, but still too expensive for me.
That's cheap for VR games. Well, at least through
Yeah.
like a Quest or something. So
Yeah.
15, I think, is fine.
But
Usually
yeah,
they're
if
like 25.
aren't playing VR, play it on Game Pass or pay $5 or less for it. And yeah, kill some spiders. It is enjoyable, like just to just mindlessly do it. But don't expect some like deep game.
I was gonna say it reminds me of that game on like Windows where you played as God and killed the ants, like forever, like Windows, like early 2000s. Like just instead of pinball, you also had that game where you murdered ants.
Are you talking about Minesweeper?
I feel like that was also it was in that category of Minesweeper, pinball, and that game where you play God with ants. I don't know. Certain people might. It's just that, but a little farther up. Like that's how I picture it. So it's enjoyable for like an hour.
I have no idea what game you're even talking about. Now I'm really curious, and now I just want to know what this ant killing god game is.
You'll have to figure it out. It's a mystery.
Yeah.
Did you guys want to do reviews? Was there any reviews for this?
I found one, and I don't even remember what site this was on, but it just made me laugh. That's the only reason I liked it. It's 3 out of 10, and the review says, "I wish the spiders would have killed me."
Yeah, why don't you take any damage?
I don't
Yeah,
know. I wondered the same thing.
People die from spider bites. Like, come on.
Yeah, I assume that I'll catch on fire, or the ones that jump, like maybe it would jump on me and bite me, like something. I don't know.
Or at the very least, like that one that's radioactive, like that thing should be able to just kill you from being around you.
Yeah.
Just let me take a little bit of damage. Was that it? The only review we want to read?
I didn't open up Steam. I can't search it on Steam. I don't have my keyboard hooked up.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what that ant game was. Sorry.
Later, we're recording, idiot.
Yeah.
Wow. I kill myself with fire.
Whoa.
First comment says so through like they have a they're like 3 to 6 hours in or 3.6 hours in. They don't have many of the achievement yet. They're having a lot of fun. It's a good stress relief. Pure, unadulterated anarchy and chaos. Hate spiders? Me too. Go and kill them. And then it's a big, big review. Somebody just put the Spider-Man logo.
Oh, hell yeah.
It says, "Why don't you kill me with kindness?" And then one just says, "Yes."
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think it could be enjoyable. Just don't expect a deep experience.
Yeah, I don't really see any negative. We see a negative, and it's like a book, and I'm like, I don't want to read that. Just as the novelty wears off.
It does.
Yeah.
By the end, I was a little over it. Yeah, that's what we'll do for reviews this time around. Just know that it's a pretty simple game, and let us know if you played this one with us or not. But, alright, we'll move on. Great, I had a lot of fun today talking about Kill It With Fire on NLGC, but before we go, we wanted to share where you can find us online.
First, we have a YouTube channel called Nerdlag where we'll be uploading some great content, so make sure to subscribe for the latest videos. We have a Facebook page at Nerdlag Game Club. Make sure to like the page so you can get the latest news about the podcast. You can also find us over on Twitter at NerdLag, where we share some of the latest gaming news and stuff we find interesting. And lastly, we have a Discord at NerdLag, where you can talk to us in voice chat and join in some discussion about everything nerdy, like video games, anime, movies, and chat with like-minded people. If you'd like to join, ask for an invite. We also want to thank everyone that tuned in for this episode. And if you enjoyed it, make sure you share it with your friends. And also follow us on Spotify. It really helps.
On to the final credits. At the end of each episode, we just take a few minutes to talk about the things we've been doing, or anything we want to talk about, or any games that we've been playing outside of our podcast games. So is there anything you guys want to talk about?
The thing I'm talking about is destroy your desktop. Desktop stress relief game.
What?
Okay.
That's apparently that ant game. I don't know.
The ants would come across the screen and you just kill them. Well, no, I can't tell what the actual title is. I just had to look it up on YouTube.
You don't know how to read?
There's like 4 different titles on YouTube. I don't know if they're the same thing. God, I'm getting off. I don't want to talk about anything else.
Well,
I'm
they're
gonna
not
play
the same thing if they're 4 different titles.
People clickbait things. Oh. Ain't here. I'm gonna go home.
Anyways.
You are home.
I feel like I haven't played a game in like years.
Same.
You just played
Dude.
ESO.
I played it for like an hour.
So
And then you
fast.
played COD Mobile for like 4.
Yeah, we did play COD.
They got nukes. And they,
Yeah.
he texted me as I went to bed how good they were.
Yeah. Because it was the game you got off on.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about getting nukes, and then it
Yeah, we're
happened,
like-
so I had to message you.
Got off on it? That's weird.
Yeah, he got off on it. He was so
This is
happy.
a PG podcast, man.
No, it isn't. He
No, it's
dropped
not.
the F-bomb like 6 times this episode.
You don't even know what kind of podcast you're on there, bud.
You're right.
I started playing Evolution Worlds on GameCube, which is a JRPG I've always wanted to play. I'm about 7 hours in now, or 8. I really like
Are
it.
you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's really good. The characters are lovable, and they're starting to like actually get personalities that are fleshed out. Turn-based battle system, but the dungeons are always randomly generated. So when you come in, the floor just is there, and like you just walk and like fill out the map as you go. So that's pretty cool. And you unlock skills with points that you get for killing enemies, I guess. I don't really know how that all works. You just get a random amount after winning battles, but a lot of cool stuff. I'm really liking it so far, so pretty excited. I guess it's kind of short though for a JRPG.
You said
Only
what, 20?
It's about 23
20?
hours, yeah. But I'll probably get more time out of it just because I like to go and do everything. But that's really the only thing I've been playing besides the podcast game.
I don't know.
I was talking to Tonsa and Lauren about possibly starting Dr. Stone.
Yeah, Dr. Stone.
Yeah, Dr.
I like-
Stoner.
I like that anime. It's good.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
finally watched the
great.
second season. And that's what I was talking to him about.
Oh, that's what brought it up, Lauren.
Oh, okay. 3rd season's going on right now. That's what I've been watching.
Thanks. I watched that movie and I was like, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, it's like a weekly one or something now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I might have that to talk about for the next episode if we start watching that.
Dude, last night I was playing some good old Pokemon Go before I went to bed. Caught me a shiny Zubat.
Ooh,
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Sweet. Pretty sweet.
Been on a shiny drought recently on
Ah,
Pokemon Go.
boo.
Yeah, kind of sad. But yeah, I don't
I
really
like
have
barely
anything.
open mine anymore. So.
Nothing, Tonsa? Nothing?
I feel like we recorded pretty quick, like, turnaround this time. From when we last did our last episode. I mean, I reinstalled ESO, like Elder Scrolls Online, and we played that a little bit last night, and I'm gonna play it probably once I get off here. And we played the like hunt showdown for the reptilian update thing. I don't know.
Oh, you guys fucking just finished Redfall.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's how much that game stuck with us, huh?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
jeez.
That fucking game.
Oh,
Where I just dreaded it the entire time. Every time we played it, my stream title would be like, "Wow, back to this stupid game."
I didn't even notice that. God, I think it's because
Yeah,
I streamed
it's
too.
I hate
It was very boring.
very bad. So
Yeah.
empty, lifeless.
Oh, it was so. I watched Tonsa's first stream, and then not really again after that.
Oh, I don't blame you.
You didn't really miss anything.
I was having more. I was more entertained when you played World of Warcraft, leveling a character,
Yeah, the other
than
day.
playing that game. Because at least when you're playing World of Warcraft, like you had stuff to talk about. That's like, oh, here's another empty building. And here's a vampire that's floating or randomly
Here's somebody.
spawned.
One of us has fell through the map. Oh, then I had a whole crash scenario. Then everybody's like, "Man, I hope your game malfunctioned so we can never play this again." Sure enough, we got it working just enough to finish it.
I just don't know what they were trying to do with that game. It's like
Nothing
really made sense.
I feel like it needed another year or two to like cook.
Also felt like it wanted to be like 12 different games.
Yeah.
It was just gonna slam them all into one. Like at times it reminded me of like Borderlands. Sometimes it was like Left 4 Dead vibes. The AI was the worst thing I've ever seen in any video game ever.
Yeah, it was bad. I like how at one point Jan went to the bathroom, and I'm like waiting. It's like right at the end, and I'm just waiting, and then I'm just standing next to two guys, like AIs. And one just like shooting the ground towards me because he's like in a building, and the one's outside next to me, just sitting there. Adam walks up to me and he's like, "Why are you just standing here with these guys?" And then they start shooting because Adam walked in, and I was like, "I don't know. They just let me hang out here." It was like for a good 10 minutes while Dan, like, or 5-10 minutes while Dan was going.
Yeah, that
was probably it's definitely the worst game of the year.
I seen that clip that someone was playing on whatever the hardest difficulty is for Redfall, and they
like
shot
after you beat the game.
Yeah, like that one, and they shot somebody in the back. Like the person wasn't facing him, so they shot him once. The person took a full like 30 seconds to turn around, and by the time it turned around, they were already behind it. So like it responded that slow that they were able to walk all the way around it and get behind to where it was looking. Or it ever turned back around.
I seen a video which I never, I guess, realized they couldn't go through anything. Like if you shot somebody went on the other side of a car, they couldn't get you anymore. Like the vampire.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that game is so shit.
It should never been released. Like I feel bad because like Arcane, like I like a lot of their properties. I mean, this is Arcane, like the subsidy. Like there's two different studios under Arcane.
But still shouldn't.
But it's still shitty. Yeah, it should never been. It's locked at 30 frames per second on console, like even on the Series X. And it's like no game nowadays should be that low.
All right, everyone, don't play that.
Yeah. Don't play it.
Maybe I'll get a No Man's Sky in the future, but I doubt it.
Nope, just don't play it. All right, anything else? You guys good?
No, I like how you had to remind us of that game, though.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about it.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us at the end of this episode, just for a little time to talk about what we've been doing. If you played Kill It With Fire with us, let us know what you thought about it. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for listening, and bye.
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 Bye.